Bail. We're so used to it, it has become a fixture of American life.
Down here at the shore, 1 minute you got 3 girls in a jacuzzi, next minute somebody's in jail, and you have to bail them out. That's what happens down at the shore.
The other thing that happens down at the shore, chlamydia. Just a medically astounding rate of chlamydia.
So you had a question for me. What was that?
Oh, my question for you, but basically just have you heard about the bill that Moonbeam signed saying that they're getting rid of cash bail?
So Governor Moonbeam. So for our non-Cali viewers, that is the governor of California at the moment, Mr. Brown. Is it honorable? I don't know how you call governors, but
I don't know. In the Army, we had a guy. His name was Brown, and we called him Doo-Doo. So
I think Moonbeam is a better nickname.
Maybe not. We'll see when the comments come in.
Well, so I'm in Cali, and you're from Cali, but you're in Washington, D.C. right now. So it doesn't really affect you as much. Or actually, I guess me, since I don't foresee myself committing any crimes, but
but it still affects you.
But that's true. That's true. You never know. I may. They may outlaw conservative speech.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about that. I mean, you just let people out on their own recognizance, cause that's criminals on the street. You know, potential criminals, alleged criminals on the street.
Cash bail, getting rid of it. On the face of it, it sounds like a terrible idea to do that.
Okay.
I mean, what happens if they skip out? I mean, does that mean that Dog the Bounty Hunter is now out of a job? Does he not get paid for bringing back these people since there's no bail anymore? I know.
Yeah, bounty hunters are in the employ of the bail bondsman.
Right.
That's not a state thing, you know.
Right, but there's no bail bondsman anymore, right?
Right, exactly. So yes, you're right. There is nobody that would be coming to catch him. So essentially, what it boils down to is warrant. You get a warrant for your arrest.
Right.
Which, you know, I mean, people are really scared of those warrants, I'm sure.
Well, especially if they're in another country. So, so it just on the face of it seems like a terrible idea, but and doesn't seem like anybody's happy about it.
Well, somebody must have been happy about it because they wanted to do it, right? It passed, so somebody was happy about it.
Well, so I mean, I've been doing a little bit of research on it, and the progressives have always hated cash bail because they feel like apparently that it's discriminatory to minorities, to people who are of lower socioeconomic status.
The poor. Right. Yeah, really.
Well, not all minorities are poor, right? So
no. I'm not talking about the minorities. I mean, it's not about minority because really there's no good argument for that. Okay, black man, no history or contact with the law or whatever. He comes in, first offense. He's going to get as light a bail as the first offense white guy. I mean, essentially it's the same. I didn't do all the studies on it, but that's pretty standard, right? So really what it comes down to is, can you afford the bail, right? Can you afford the bail? And that would affect the poor. Now, you can say, a lot more minorities are poor, and there's a case to be made, I suppose, in that regard. But it's not about race. It's about money. It's about cash.
What about the idea that judges tend to impose higher bail dollars to minorities?
That's
POCs, as they call them.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Maybe this is the best. Maybe this is the best way to solve that. Is I think that rather than have the cash bail system, because judges are obviously racist, we should just put whether or not they go free right in the hands of those racist judges. That's a great idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Which is exactly why you have people like John Legend upset with this bill. You hit it right on the head. You know, you can't please the progressives, man. Now they're upset that now the judges are the ones deciding whether these people are going to be released or not released on their own recognizance.
Yeah.
So their solution is, I'm guessing, is that everybody just gets out until their hearing. I mean, well, they're still going to come out after their hearing, but they come until their, court date, and then whether they're convicted or not, right? So,
that sounds all nice and lovey-dovey, but
solution.
What happens when reality sets in, right? You've got immediate flight risk. What are you going to do? Are they going to keep him in jail? You can't, because they're releasing everybody. Now he's gone.
Well, maybe there should be like a arbitrary, an arbitrary line, right? So anybody who commits a crime that is violent doesn't get released on their own recognizance.
Yeah, but California recently, I think it was about 3 years ago, just redefined what violent crimes actually were. So now, assault with a deadly weapon, I always thought was violent, but apparently it's not.
Assault with a deadly weapon is not violent. Interesting.
Assault with a deadly weapon is no longer violent. I mean, it's weird. I mean, these kinds of weird. I don't know. These kinds of weird. I don't know, man. Maybe this is the best idea, man. Just letting them out and making them give a little pinky swear that they'll come back and everything will be good.
Yeah, let's do let's do that. That's the plan. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess the definition of conservative is somebody who just likes to keep things the way they are, right? So
okay.
So I mean, it seems like in this case we should just keep it the way it is because it's the best solution, right? I mean,
well, it's a solution that's only been working for 240 plus years. I mean,
so here's okay. So I have a question, right? So I think I asked you this earlier in another discussion that we have is, does the cash system actually keep people from fleeing? I mean, they find the money, they go to a bail bondsman, the bail bondsman puts up the money, and they leave. So
yes, it does. It works. And here's why it works. If you put up your own bond, you're going to have to pay all that money, right? All that money is now in the possession of the court,
right?
And you're going to want that money back, presumably.
So, but what
so
if
they're
you
going to
don't?
put up enough, but they're going to set the bail that's high enough to where it is in your best interest to come back to court, right? That's how they set the bail. And the bondsman, well, that's just another guy who is now an interested party in making sure that you show up on time.
Right, so now you have
You've got to be there. Right. So then you get bounty hunters involved. You got the bail bondsman involved. You still got the cops involved, and and presumably the what do we call him? Suspect, the defendant. He's going to have to get his own money back too. So I mean, everybody's got something to lose if he doesn't show up.
Right.
That is in stark contrast with this new system, where the only thing he's got to lose is his, good name, his, spotless integrity.
I mean, most of the time people take off, they're caught anyway, right? Unless they leave the country, right?
I don't know. I don't have figures on that. How often do people, skip bail and not get caught? I don't know. How would I know?
Like, what's his name? The hero of the left, a pedophile guy, director, Roman Polanski.
Polanski, yeah.
Yeah, like him, right? Although now they're all running away from him because of the Me Too thing, so it's crazy. So now,
It's,
now they all
it's
hate
strange
him. Now
that a hashtag on social media is what finally kicks in on that. Oh yeah, I don't like those pedophiles. Wait, what? I don't know. Is he any less a pedophile today than he was then? In fact, I guess he is. I mean, because the woman that he was having sex with in her 40s now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's of legal age now.
She's still unhappy about it. So, and Clinton too. You know, they're not all happy about Clinton anymore either. So, I guess it's easy because, you know, he has no power anymore. So it's easy to just, you know, lie, right?
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't have been easy had he been the first gentleman.
Well, yeah. So she lost. So now they can do that, right? Because she lost. So it's it's convenient now. That's why, like, Hillary has become like persona non grata now.
I don't know. They still every time they're still whispering her name when it's about 2020. I don't know, man. I think it's a bad idea. She should just be. Every time she opens her mouth and gets herself on television, it's always bad.
I know.
So
I know.
I think the rest of the Dems should basically, you know, put a muzzle on her. You know, go.
That's what they're trying to do, man. The Dems are, but not the, like, you know, feminists. The feminists still love her, including.
Yeah, but that's a lot of overlap, isn't it?
Just to bring it back to what we were talking about, Mr. Moonbeam, the Honorable Mr. Moonbeam.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, he just, like, signs bills, right? I don't think he actually.
Well, this was what I think this was Senate Bill 10. Yeah, so it passed the Assembly, but, you know, then he signed it. You know, I don't want to lay the blame completely on him, but, you know, in general, I think California government is just horrible. It's just terrible.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I mean, we should just do a whole conversation about, you know, the kind of stuff that's coming out of the legislature in California. It's just insane. There's no liberty. Liberty is dying in California, and it's really sad because it's such a great state as far as climate and, you know, melting pot is. If we're talking about melting pot, that California is definitely a melting pot, and there's a lot of conservative counties out here, especially in the southern parts, San Diego and Orange and Riverside and San Bernardino counties.
Oh, sure.
Are very conservative, and
I feel bad for you guys out there. Not that I'm doing much better here, trust me. This is a crazy, crazy place.
Well, you know, this is still your home.
That's true.
So, and do you still vote for California, like,
No.
Senate? Oh, okay.
No, that ended a while back. So
I see. So, all right.
Crazy.
So, I guess we'll leave it at that for Mr. Moonbeam and his cash bail.